The internet. Hello good people of the internet, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who haven't been here before, hi, my name is Alma and I hope that you stick around. So today's video is part 2 of me testing viral fragrances. And I say viral in air quotations because these might be a little more niche than usual, but because my algorithm is algorithming, they are viral on my social, and that is why I'm testing them out. So you know the drill. If you want to know what kind of fragrances those are, then keep on watching. First up we have Meline Leonde Mask by Mask Milano. And I've actually been a little eager to try this because a couple of months ago now I had a meeting with the company that carries this brand and I wanted to do some research, and after that research I realized that a lot of the fragrances that they had has actually been on my socials, so I wanted to try them out. This one has top notes of chestnut, whipped cream, cumin, and middle notes of tuberose, cypress, and geranium, and base notes of milk, vanilla pod, musk, and tonka bean. It's supposed to be soft, warm, and delicate, so let's see. Okay, it's dainty and delicate for sure. What I smell from this, if I'm gonna say one word, is Titanic. More specifically, I get a vision when Jack and Rose are out on deck and they're promenading after that awful night. It gives me visions of crochet and those vintage mirrors that are a little bit crooked and concave. The chestnut, the tuberose, and musk is definitely protruding in this scent. Of course, I haven't tried it on my skin, but on initial sniff, this is not really something that I would reach for. It's a bit too powdery for me, but it is a beautiful perfume. And if I was to cosplay anything from the late 1800s, early 1900s, I'd go for this one just to get into that mindset. It is beautiful. And I felt instantly poised and kind of wanted to speak with a bit of a British accent. Next up we have La Danza del Libellule by Noil 1942, which actually is another brand that the company that I had that meeting with carries. So this is supposed to be a gourmand scent and have you smelling like a caramel apple, but not in that bad, sticky, sweet way, but in a sophisticated way. It has top notes of red apple, bergamot, and middle notes of cinnamon and cedar, and base notes of vanilla, coconut, and musk. Okay, come through red apple. This was like biting into a red apple. It's super fresh and delicate, and I do understand what they mean about that not sticky sweet way, but sophisticated. It actually reminds me of a Bath & Body Works candle that I have. I gotta find that. Yeah. This is Autumn by Bath & Body Works, and it kind of reminds me of that. This one is a little more powdery, but still fresh. I can't really grasp the vanilla, coconut, or the cinnamon in this one, but of course those notes can disappear on a test strip like that. Sometimes you actually need to try it on skin just to get to the vanilla.
A few moments later.
Okay, there we go. The vanilla and cedar are coming through together. I just want to eat it. It reminds me of summer and little red cabins that are in an orchard, and I am running through this orchard, maxi laced, beautiful dress. My hair is flowing in the wind behind me, and I just smell all these apples in that orchard. Beautiful. Then we have another one by Noil 1942, and this is Malia. It was the description for me because someone had a very interesting description for it, and I am a sucker for interesting descriptions. And that description is as follows. First off, they called it weird. Then they call it fresh with grapefruit. Then go on to compare it to Initio's Musk Therapy. Then they call it beautiful. But you put all of this in the upside down from Stranger Things and add a bit of profound traumatic experiences. Then out of that emerges this scent, which is Malia. They also described it as a subversive folk tale told through shrieking ballads via experimental rock opera. Yeah, that made me curious. It also made me scared. really all of the emotions all at once. This one has top notes of marjoram, fruity notes, pink pepper, and mandarin orange, and then middle notes of osmanthus, tobacco blossom, black pepper, and rose, and base notes of oak moss, vetiver, patchouli, benzoin, and musk. Let's dive into it, shall we? Okay, wow. That was pungent. I think I have to let this marinate for a bit because it most definitely was an inexplainable scent.
1 hour later.
So right off the bat, the pink pepper in this one is sort of punching you in the face while the rose is in the background yelling, "Coming through, coming through." I saw someone describe this as something what a witch would smell, and my thought when this settles down is Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter. I've actually been to some of the places where the first Harry Potter movies were filmed, and this just brings me straight back, but in the Harry Potter films, and that, if that makes sense. I would call this a spicy floral, really. It's quite interesting, and the description from before actually makes sense now. You know when Harry Styles did that press conference for Don't Worry Darling, and he called the movie a movie that feels like a movie? Well, this is a perfume that smells like a perfume. Take from that what you will. But like with any other scents, I think I have to try this on skin because this was special on this testing strip. Next up, we have Mud by Born to Stand Out. Now, Mud was launched last year, but I guess my algorithm is a bit late to the party because I had a pop-up video saying that this was new. But I guess all is relative. When I ordered these samples, I actually got the newest addition to Born to Stand Out, which is Sugar Addict. And if you've seen my fragrance tag video, you saw that I was talking about it there. And in short, I'm addicted to Sugar Addict. And if this is half as good as that, I don't know what to do with myself. This has top notes of milk and almond, middle notes of chocolate, plum, and rose, and base notes of vanilla, elemi, sandalwood, and amber. It's described as a gourmand summertime skin scent, and I don't mind adding a gourmand summertime skin scent to my collection if I like it. So let's see. I think Malia is still lingering in my nose. Ooh, rose and sandalwood and holy matrimony. Wow. Okay, I have to try this on my skin now. I understand what they mean by a summer scent because it's really fresh, and it also kind of reminds me of Versace Eau Fresh for men, only a bit more soft and more delicate. It gives me a breeze on a hot summer's day. So far, Sugar Addict is still in first place, but I also think that has something to do with the season that we're in, and come springtime, I might change my mind. But it smells good, and I do want to eat it. Now, last but not least, for part 2, this is Not Safe for Work, also by Born to Stand Out. Now, this one I haven't really seen that much about, but when it has a name like Not Safe for Work, it most definitely tickles my curiosity, because not only am I a sucker for good descriptions, but if the name is weird enough, that sells me in too. So this one has top notes of Bulgarian rose, Turkish rose, May rose, and damask rose, and middle notes of geranium, vanilla, papyrus, and base notes of violet, benzoin, patchouli, and lotion oud. Rose can be a little hit or miss in my opinion when it comes to fragrances, so I'm a little apprehensive when it comes to the rose and patchouli together, but we'll see. That's interesting. Most certainly floral. It reminds me of something. Oh, this is gonna bother me. When I saw the name Not Safe for Work, I was thinking a little more jasmine, a little more vanilla, maybe a little more amberwood, not really saturated with rose. But like with anything else, I think this is also one of those fragrances where the test strip doesn't do it justice. I also think, hear me out, that this is one of those unisex perfumes that sort of draws more masculine than feminine. And I know what you're thinking, but Anna, you just said that there's a ton of rose in this one. And there is. I do believe it can be sophisticated and mysterious on more feminine skin, but on masculine skin, I'm sure this is not safe for work. Interesting. It's Miss Dior Rose and Roses by Dior. Only a bit more masculine. So that was it for today's video and part 2 of my mini-series testing viral fragrances. And if you made it this far, then thank you so much for watching. And if you liked the video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you like me and want to see more of me in your feed, and especially the third and final part of this mini-series of mine, then please subscribe. And until next time, bye!